Namaste, my wonderful Aries friends. Welcome to my channel. My name is Celine. I'm a counseling psychologist, a hypnotherapist, and an intuitive tarot reader. I blend both spiritual insight and psychological interpretation in my readings. So, you're not here by chance, my wonderful Aries, because Spirit has something important to reveal to you this week. So, let's begin by clearing this space and releasing all negative energies. Okay, now I'm going to invite your spirit guides, your higher self, and your ancestors to be present during this reading. Now, the sound may be a little loud for some of you, so please turn down the volume. Okay, so let's begin. Now, I was told to pick these cards. Okay, this is from the Ocean of Wisdom Oracle card. So it's a guide from the sea. Okay, so let's see what your sea spiritual wants to say to you. So that's too many cards. I'm not going to pick that up. So let's see what message you have from the sea guide. One of you has gone to the beach recently or to the seaside? I was told to pick this. Okay. All right. So we have the Siren's Serenade. Okay. We have the Siren Serenade. So let's read that. Embrace the rhythm of life and let your movements flow with the currents of change. Let's read that again. Embrace the rhythm of life and let your movements flow with the currents of change. Now, is anyone of you here are trying to block the change or trying to go against the universe? So here they are trying to tell you, okay, go with the flow. Don't try to push it, okay, because by pushing it you are actually changing what is actually in store for you or what you're here to do, okay, your purpose. So just go with the flow. Sometimes it can be very difficult because you just don't want to be in this situation. I imagine that, but it is only for your own good. Maybe you might want to take a seat back, do some reflection and ask yourself, what is the reason that you are going through this? Now, sometimes when we are in a very fast pace, we don't have the time to sit down and do some reflection. So probably it might be a good idea for you. This is the time, take a step back this week, and see what you want to do and see you want to go with the flow, because we are almost halfway through the year. Okay, maybe you feel, edgy, you feel that you don't want to be in the situation, you want to move. Okay, it's perfectly fine, but try not to control the surroundings, because it's best to go with the currents of the flow. Okay, but let's see what other messages that we are going to receive from the tarot cards. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards from here and see what are the messages that we receive, so that we can have more better clarity. Okay, and I want to take this. Okay, now so you have a Page of Wands, Justice, and 3 of Cups. Okay, so you have one major arcana here that is going to be revealed to you. So let's see what major arcana that you need to know that the universe, okay, or your spirit guides or your ancestors want to tell you right now. So we will come back and look at this in a deeper depth, okay, in just a little while. Now, before we begin, I just want to remind you that this is a collective reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, it'll be great if you can help me grow my channel by liking it, subscribing it, and by sharing the videos. So let's begin, my wonderful Aries. Now, I can sense that why they ask you, okay, to go with the flow or with the current of change, because you are currently in a lot of action. Now, the Wands is a fire sign, which is your own sign, which is your Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, which is not necessary. And Wands is all about action. Okay, they are very on the move. They are very passionate to do things, and they are very motivated. Now, maybe you are too motivated. You may want to slow down here a little. Okay, by nature, Aries, you are very action oriented person. And, sometimes, can be very impulsive. I'm also speaking for myself because I'm an Aries as well. Okay. So we like adventure. We like excitement, fresh ideas. So we always want to be the go. We don't want to be in the stale situation because we just want to move. Now, sometimes, okay, we are there to learn something. Okay, so this is the time to just, do some reflection, take a breather, okay, and, calm yourself. Now, again, the page is a young energy. All right. It's a young boy. It's a young girl. It's all about, curiosity. It's a lot about learning and a lot about, exploration. But at the same time, please remember, when we are young, we are also very inexperienced. And if we don't take a moment to experience and learn, all the things that we've gone through, we will be doing the same mistake again in the future. So sometimes, let's not push, okay? And you can have your creative ideas, your fresh ideas written in a book, or, your handphone notes, that's pretty good. But, it's time for us, to just take a little sandbag, and see what unfolds in the future, okay? Now, for some reason, I also feel that, justice is number 11. Okay, so it's 1 1. It's very balanced number. So 1 and 1 can be 2. There are some choices that you might want to make, as well as you can see, that two different choices that, this cup is good, or this cup is good, or this pot is good, or this pot is good. Should I go here? Should I go there? Probably that is why, you are at the start very, energetic, very, on the move, right? So you might have some kind of a decision to make, a choice to make. Now, there can be some legal matters, but not necessarily legal with regards to the law or the enforcements, but it could be something that, you are going to have a very, a choose between, how do I say this? There's going to be a matter that you need to make a choice with a lot of truthness and a lot of fairness in it. Okay, I hope that makes sense, right? So probably, let's say, for example, you want to go for a course. All right, you're not sure whether to sign up for this course or to sign up for this course, because both looks very attractive for you, because, the balance is also, sometimes we can say, as above, so below. So we can have, um, uh, we'll be torn by two, beautiful stuff right in front of us. Okay, but remember, whatever choices that we are making, it comes with a cause and effect, some kind of a consequences. So you might want to weigh it. You might want to ask your family members how to go about it. So that is where you need to calm yourself first. So when you are able to come to this situation, you'll be able to think with a lot of clarity, with a lot of fairness, and there's a lot of honesty, integrity, and truth, in it. But if you are on the go, can you see, if you are able to see, okay, if the sword is, on the high, okay, it's flying, you are out of whack. Okay, you're not in balance, you just rushing and you are like all over. So time for you to not to push the current. Yeah, don't push the current, go with the flow, calm yourself, take some breather, take a time off this week if you can, because there is some important decisions that you need to make, and you need to make it with lot of clarity. Okay, now when you're able to make that choice, guess what? That's going to be a celebration. Okay, now, so here you need to be very crucial. Okay, very crucial. You need to take your time. You need to calm yourself first. All right, you need a decision is coming. Okay, it could be even relationship, or even a choice of having a child. I know a lot of people nowadays, whether to have a child or not to have a child. If I have a child, what happened? If I don't have a child, what happened? Da 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 da. I don't, I'm not just want to share this with you. I don't know about other countries, but recently a lot of women in Singapore, they are actually freezing their eggs, because they're unsure whether they want to have a kid now, or probably when they're fully, stabilized, then they can want to have a kid. So probably, some kind of decision that you want to make about it, or whether you want to leave this job and go to another job, you want to leave this country and go to another country for a work, or it could be any relationship. So there are lots of decisions that's coming your way. All right, but don't worry, you will be able to make it, because I'm confidently saying that, because there is a celebration card coming up here. Okay, there is going to be a lot of fulfillment. You're going to have a lot of support. You're going to be with good company. Okay, you probably might be even collaborating, if you want to leave the job and you want to collaborate. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so weigh your skills. All right, don't rush, but I do foresee that you will be making, because, Aries, by nature, you are a very determined soul. You're a very determined person, and, Aries, I'm calling myself as well, because I'm an Aries as well. Okay, we like to overcome challenges, and whatever comes, maybe we don't want to look and, sit down and drool about it. Okay, we are a goer, but sometimes it has its consequences as well. All right, we can be too, enthusiastic about it, but that time it can come and bite us, because we are full of passion and courage. Okay, enough about talking about us. Let's come to the cards. Okay, so I foresee there's a lot of celebration coming. So this is a time for you to, hold on. It is very difficult for us. Yeah, it is very difficult for Aries, but Aries, I know if we set our mind, we can do it. We will be, finding a very, balanced, decision, and there's going to be a lot of success. So if you want, you can just go with the flow for the time being. But I also want to pull out a card that what we can do, a surrender. Okay, now I always like to pull this card and see what we can surrender for this moment while we are in this, calming stage. So let's see what comes up. Okay, so I was told to take this card. Okay, surrender, you need to be always right. Huh, isn't that us? Okay, I speak for myself, maybe. All right, so sometimes, I feel, okay, I just need to be right always. Okay, and sometimes it can bite us. So that's where we need to have more clarity, okay, in order for us to make the decision. Okay, so we don't have to be right all the time. It's okay to be wrong, because that's why we are here in this world. Okay, to learn. Okay, we are here to learn. So let's read what the card has to say. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationship. So let's read that again. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationship. So if we are able to give in, give a thought, and not, we think of always, so that's where, there's going to be a collaboration coming. You're going to be in some good company. All right, so maybe, if we are able to balance our scales and become neutral. All right, and it's okay once in a while, once in a while it's good. Sometimes we listen to people and not be stubborn. okay, because we can be a little rigid ourselves. So once we are able to give them the chance to prove themselves, okay, maybe things will be a little better because you don't have to do all the working and just sit back and relax and get see what comes may, right? Now, I also was told to pull a card from an angel deck. So let's see what angels that we can pull. Okay, and see. Oopsie, why is it your cards are all jumpy? Okay, so that's where we need to, like, calm down. Okay, looks at all the cards that I picked. Okay, seems to be jumpy. So we might, okay, so this wants to come. So we will take this. So you can actually call upon Bethany. Okay, Bethany. And let's see what Bethany has for us. Okay. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or a pedicure. Okay, I'm going to add manicure, okay, because I like manicure as well. Okay, so let's read that again. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or a pedicure. So, this is how we are trying to see whether we can, calm down. Okay, maybe if you are unable to see what you're going to solve, so we can actually call upon, asking for support. It's okay to ask for support, once in a while. We do need other people's, point of view, and see what other suggestions they can be right. For all you know, they can be right. So we can actually ask for help and get more information, so that when we come to our decision making, voila, we're going to make a wonderful decisions making. So maybe while they are doing the hard work, you can just sit back, relax, and do your pedicure, manicure, give yourself, a massage. Last night, I gave a half an hour massage on my massage chair, because sometimes I use, but I told myself, you know what, I need that. So I just slept, really well, today. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm also going to pull a charm for you. Okay, so I'm going to pull a charm and see what comes for you. Okay, so I have this. Wow, the butterfly. Look at that. Okay, so it clearly indicates you need to open up your throat chakra. Okay, it's a turquoise. Okay, so the blue represent the throat chakra. So you need to work on your, communication. Okay, you work on your communication. You might also want to open up your third eye. Okay, that is your intuition power, because there's going to be a lot of transformation. Okay, if you calm yourself, there's going to be a lot of transformation coming your way. There's going to be a lot of personal growth. There's going to be what else? Yeah, grow, rebirth. Okay. Now, blue also indicates healing. So connect yourself with the ocean. All right, the blue skies. Calm yourself in the water. So that is why you have a wisdom card from the ocean. So you might want to submerge. And I even asked you how many of you went to the beach. Today or this week, at the start of my reading. So you might want to connect to the waters. So yeah. All right. So my wonderful Aries friends, okay, this is your reading, and I truly hope that you have enjoyed it. Now, the summary of this reading is posted at the end of this video, so please take a moment to reflect on it. Now, if this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comment section below, as your insights may help others on their journey. So, until the next reading, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye.